Plugged in Dev here, and we have a couple major updates to the game that we want to bring you in on today. First of all, you can probably notice that the All Might mesh is totally updated. He's in his Silver Age suit, and you can see that he has no expression as of right now. That's because we haven't updated the facial bone rigging yet, but we will be getting to that soon. And then second of all, the other big change you'll probably see is that we're in an entirely different environment right now, and that is UA High's hallways. So without further ado, let's give you a tour. I imagine the first place on the stop everybody would want to go to first is Class 1A, so let's go ahead and go in. All of this was modeled by Omen Art, and you can find him at Omen Art on Instagram and Omen Art on Mino. I think that he's done an incredible job, and what we have here is really pushing us towards our first demo release. One big feature in this room, that's right, we have the hero costume lockers. In the demo and in the game, this is where you will be changing characters, changing hero costumes, and changing into special costumes that we'll have for you, and also customizing your own characters. In the demo, we won't have customizable characters as of yet, but you will be able to select from a few different outfits for All Might, Midoriya, Uraraka, and perhaps a few other characters. Outside of Class 1A here, we have full access to the halls of UA High. Omen Art has also modeled the bathrooms. You'll notice that all of the walls are labeled, just like you'll see in the anime. We were very careful to check all of the references we could find to make it as accurate to the anime as possible. The bathrooms themselves were actually a creation of Omen Art's own mind. He actually just went ahead and made something as accurate to the high school as he thought he could, and I think he's done a very good job. Down the hallway here, you'll see that we can go from one tower to another. Right now we're still in the process of texturing the outside of the towers from this interior view, so you aren't going to, so you of course can see through all the windows to the other towers, but that's kind of cool for demonstration purposes. But again, in this other tower we have access to other rooms from the anime and manga. This room here, for example, is the break room where All Might called Midoriya to tell him a little bit about the history of One for All. So All Might sat here on this green couch, and Midoriya sat on this stool, and that's where he sort of did the impression of All Might. We're definitely going to try to include that scene and other great scenes from the show in the game, but as of right now, the demo is going to be very special open world roaming and around UA's hallways and UA's campus, and also a battle mode, but the details for that we will leave to your imagination for now until the demo release. Here we have the nurse's office. I think Omen did a really good job here. You can even see the keys on the keyboard. And of course, the beds where Izuku and All Might were laying next to each other after the League of Villains attack in the first season. An eye chart and everything. Just attention to detail everywhere by our modeler. Here's one thing that we're still working on. So you see, if you open it, you can't go in because we're not quite done with it. So we'll need to come back to that. We have a staff room. On the other side of this, we have a computer room. Over here, we have the locker rooms. And I'm sure you know a few scenes from the anime that take place in here, particularly this peephole. We might be making use of that, but we included it, every little detail. Omen has done such a good job. We even have showers, we have the tile, we have the classic wall decorations and painting. Of course, you can go out the other way too. And over here we have something that most schools should have, but we haven't, I don't believe we've seen in the anime, a library. So this again is all a creation of Omen Art's own design. And I think it fits very well with the anime style. and I think that we can definitely put a few scenes from the game in here. Probably see Izuku studying quite diligently in this library at several points in the game. And as for the tour, that's pretty much it for rooms that you can explore within the hallways right now. But of course, we have the entire 4 towers opened up for you to run around, and we're probably going to put other functionality in rooms around these corridors later. But as of right now for the demo, those are the rooms that you're going to have access to. Oh, you know what? I think I did forget one room. I believe I ran right by it. The conference room where they discuss a little bit about grades, they discuss the outcomes of the exams, and some other things throughout the manga and anime. You can see that certain things still aren't textured, but of course we're still working on it. But to consider that one person has done all of this is really, really impressive. I'm so happy to have teamed up with Omen Art. Another thing that I'm very, very happy to announce is that I have teamed up with another game developer. His name is Mr. Electronics. You can find him on YouTube, and his channel will be linked in the description below. He actually uploaded a video recently showing his work on the combat system for the game, and he's also working on some other really, really cool functionality that I think you'll be excited about, including a quirk system, a targeting system, and a few other little Easter eggs that we're going to include in the demo. But for now, I'm really, really excited that you guys have all come to check this out. The demo will be coming out very soon, so keep tuned in here and on Mr. Electronics' YouTube page. You can check out our Discord. The link will be in the description, and you can also check out my Amino at Plugged In Dev for updates about the game.